True belief is not about waiting for signs or proof. It is about trusting something even when there is no visible evidence. Many times in life, we find ourselves looking for confirmation before making a decision or taking action. We wait for a perfect moment, a clear sign, or some assurance that we are on the right path. But the truth is, belief does not always come with signs. It is something that comes from within, a deep trust in oneself, in a goal, or in a higher purpose. History has shown that the people who achieve the greatest success are often the ones who believe without any guarantee. They do not wait for a perfect situation or an external validation. They simply trust the process. Thomas Edison, for example, did not have any proof that his experiments with a light bulb would work. He failed thousands of times, yet he kept believing that he was on the right track. If he had waited for a sign that he would succeed, he might have given up early. Instead, his belief without proof led to one of the greatest inventions of all time. Similarly, all great leaders, inventors, and visionaries have had to move forward without clear signs of success. They believed in their work even when the world doubted them. Dr. Abdul Sattar Eddy, one of the greatest humanitarians, did not wait for proof that his mission would change lives. He started with small acts of kindness, trusting that his efforts would make a difference. If he had waited for a sign or assurance, he might have never started his journey of helping millions. Belief without signs is not just for famous people. It is something that applies to all of us in our daily lives. Whether it is pursuing a dream, studying for an exam, or working toward a goal, there are times when we will not see immediate results. A student preparing for a big test might not see improvement right away, but that does not mean they should stop studying. An athlete training hard may not win the first match, but that does not mean they should give up. Success requires belief before results appear. Those who trust their hard work and continue moving forward despite the lack of signs are the ones who ultimately achieve greatness. Nature also teaches us the power of belief. A seed buried in the soil does not see the sunlight, yet it continues to grow because it trusts the process. It does not wait for proof that it will become a tree. It simply follows its natural course. In the same way, we must trust our efforts and believe in our potential, even when we do not see immediate progress. Many times, fear and doubt stop us from believing without signs. We think, what if I fail? Or what if this does not work? But if we allow these thoughts to control us, we will never take the first step. The truth is, failure is just a part of the journey, not the end of it. Every setback is a lesson, every struggle is a step forward, and every challenge is an opportunity to grow. The greatest achievements in life come from those who do not wait for signs but create their own paths. If we learn to trust ourselves, take action, and remain patient, we can accomplish anything we set our minds to. Instead of looking for signs, we should focus on our goals, work hard, and keep moving forward with confidence. True belief is not about seeing first and then believing. It is about believing first and then making it happen. Great people do not wait for success to appear before they believe in themselves. Instead, they have faith in their abilities, ideas, and hard work long before they see results. This kind of belief is what sets them apart from others. While many people hesitate, waiting for proof that their efforts will pay off, great individuals trust their vision and continue moving forward, even when there are no signs of success. History is filled with examples of people who believed in themselves before anyone else did. One of the greatest examples is Albert Einstein. As a young student, he was told he would never succeed because he struggled with traditional schooling. However, he believed in his intelligence and curiosity. He did not wait for others to recognize his potential. Instead, he kept working and eventually changed the world of science with his theories. His belief in himself came first, and success followed later. Another example is Thomas Edison, who is famous for inventing the light bulb. Before he succeeded, he failed over 1,000 times. Many people in his place would have given up, thinking that failure meant they were not capable. But Edison believed in his idea, even when he had no results to show. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work. His belief in himself was so strong that he kept trying until he achieved success. The same principle applies to every great leader, inventor, and dreamer. Dr. Abdul Kalam, the former president of India and a renowned scientist, came from a humble background. He did not have the resources or opportunities that others had, but he believed in his potential. He worked hard, studied with dedication, and became one of the greatest scientists in the world. If he had waited for a sign that he would succeed, he might never have started his journey. Instead, he trusted himself and his dreams before seeing results. This pattern is not limited to science and leadership, it applies to sports as well. Consider Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Early in his life, he was rejected from his high school basketball team. Instead of thinking he was not good enough, he believed in his ability and practiced harder than ever. He did not let one failure define him. His belief in himself pushed him to become a legend. Great people understand that belief must come first. If they wait for signs of success before trusting themselves, they might never start. They know that setbacks and failures are just part of the journey. Instead of letting difficulties shake their confidence, they use them as motivation to keep going. The lesson we can learn from them is that success does not appear on its own. It is built step by step, fueled by hard work and belief. If we only believe in ourselves after seeing results, we will not get far. True success comes to those who trust their journey, even when the destination is not yet visible. Belief without proof is what drives people to take risks, chase their dreams, and achieve greatness. Those who wait for success before believing in themselves often give up too soon, but those who trust their efforts, even when things are uncertain, eventually reach their goals. If we want to achieve anything great in life, we must first develop this kind of belief. We must trust ourselves, even when there are no immediate results. We must have faith in our dreams, even when others doubt us. When we believe before success appears, we create the path to greatness. Hard work and belief are two sides of the same coin. One cannot exist without the other. While belief gives us the confidence to pursue our goals, hard work turns that belief into reality. Many people dream of success, but only those who combine strong faith with continuous effort truly achieve their goals. It is not enough to simply believe in oneself. That belief must be backed up by determination, effort, and persistence. History has shown that the most successful people are those who not only believed in themselves, but also worked tirelessly to make their dreams come true. Take the example of Thomas Edison. He believed he could create the light bulb, but his belief alone was not enough. He failed thousands of times, yet he continued experimenting. His unwavering belief kept him going, and his hard work eventually led to success. If he had only believed without putting in the effort, his invention would have remained just a dream. Another great example is Dr. Abdul Sattar Eddy, who built one of the largest humanitarian organizations in the world. He believed in kindness and service to humanity, but he did not stop at just having a vision. He worked day and night, dedicating his entire life to helping others. His belief in making the world a better place was supported by his tireless efforts, and that is why his legacy continues to inspire millions. Hard work and belief are also essential in education. A student who believes they can succeed but does not study will not achieve good results. On the other hand, a student who works hard but constantly doubts themselves may not perform well either. The combination of confidence and effort is what leads to true success. When a student trusts their abilities and puts in the effort to learn, they are more likely to achieve their academic goals. Sports also provide great examples of this principle. Consider the story of Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest footballers of all time. He always believed in his potential, but he did not rely on talent alone. He trained harder than most players, constantly improving his skills. His success did not come overnight. It was the result of years of dedication, discipline, and self-belief. This proves that talent alone is not enough. It must be nurtured with hard work. There are many people in the world who believe they can be successful, but very few put in the required effort. Similarly, there are people who work hard but lack confidence in themselves, and this prevents them from reaching their full potential. True success belongs to those who balance both, who believe they can achieve their dreams and work relentlessly to make them a reality. Failures and setbacks are a part of life, but when a person has both belief and determination, they do not give up easily. Instead, they learn from their mistakes and continue working toward their goals. This mindset separates successful individuals from those who quit too soon. Hard work turns belief into action, and action leads to results. Every great achievement starts with a belief, but it is hard work that transforms it into reality. Whether in studies, careers, sports, or life in general, those who trust in themselves and put in consistent effort are the ones who reach the top. It is important to dream big, but it is equally important to work tirelessly toward those dreams. Only when belief and hard work go hand in hand can one truly achieve greatness. Nature is one of the greatest teachers of faith. Everything in nature follows a cycle, trusting the process without questioning the outcome. The sun rises every morning, the seasons change at the right time, and a tiny seed buried in the soil grows into a strong tree. None of these things happen instantly, but nature never doubts itself. It continues its journey, showing us the importance of patience, trust, and faith. A seed is one of the best examples of faith in nature. When a seed is planted, it disappears beneath the soil. It does not see sunlight, nor does it know what lies ahead. Yet it keeps growing, pushing through the darkness, trusting that one day it will reach the surface. If the seed were to doubt itself and stop growing, it would never become a tree. This teaches us that even when we cannot see results immediately, we must trust the process and keep working toward our goals. The same lesson can be learned from the changing seasons. After autumn, trees shed their leaves, and in winter everything appears lifeless. But nature does not lose hope. The trees do not give up. They wait patiently for spring, and when the time is right, new leaves grow, flowers bloom, and life returns. This cycle teaches us that no matter how difficult a situation may seem, there is always hope. Just like spring follows winter, better days always come after hardships. Water also teaches us an important lesson about faith. A river flows continuously, even though it does not know where the path will lead. It moves around obstacles, carves through rocks, and keeps going without hesitation. It trusts that it will eventually reach the ocean. Similarly, in life, we face difficulties and challenges, but if we have faith and keep moving forward, we will eventually reach our destination. Nature's smallest creatures also show faith in their actions. Birds build nests without worrying about whether they will find food tomorrow. They trust that they will be able to provide for their young. Ants work tirelessly, collecting food for the future, believing that their efforts will not go to waste. Bees continue to gather nectar, trusting that they will create enough honey for their hive. These creatures do not hesitate or stop working due to fear. They instinctively believe in their purpose and keep going. The sky teaches us faith through its storms. When heavy clouds gather and rain pours down, it may seem like the sun has disappeared, but no matter how dark the sky becomes, we know the sun is still there, waiting to shine again. Life is similar. Sometimes we face problems that feel like they will never end, but if we have faith and patience, we will see the light again, just like the sun always returns after the storm. Mountains stand tall and strong, no matter how fierce the winds blow against them. They remind us to remain firm in our beliefs and values, even when faced with challenges. The waves of the ocean rise and fall continuously, showing us that life has ups and downs, but everything eventually settles. The moon completes its cycle, disappearing for a while, but always coming back, teaching us that even when we feel lost, we can always find our way again. Nature's examples are all around us, silently teaching us the power of faith. Just like the seed trusts the soil, the river trusts its path, and the trees trust the seasons, we must also trust ourselves and the journey of life. Even when things seem uncertain, we must believe that growth, change, and success will come at the right time. Faith is not about seeing immediate results. It is about believing in the process and moving forward with patience and confidence. Believing in ourselves is the first and most important step towards success. If we do not have faith in our own abilities, no one else will. Every great achievement in the world started with self-belief. Whether it is in education, sports, careers, or personal growth, confidence in ourselves gives us the strength to move forward, take risks, and overcome challenges. When we trust ourselves, we unlock our full potential and achieve things we once thought were impossible. Many people fail not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they doubt themselves. They hesitate, overthink, and fear failure. This fear holds them back from trying new things or taking the first step toward their dreams. On the other hand, those who believe in themselves do not wait for external approval. They take action despite their fears, knowing that every failure is a lesson and every challenge is an opportunity to grow. History is full of examples of people who succeeded because they had faith in themselves. One such example is Walt Disney. Before becoming one of the greatest creators in the world, he was rejected many times. People told him he was not creative enough, but he did not listen to them. He believed in his vision and kept working toward it. Today, his name is known across the world. If he had doubted himself and given up, he would never have created the magical world of Disney. Another great example is Malala Yousafzai. When people told her that girls should not go to school, she did not accept it. She believed in her right to education and fought for it despite the dangers. Her self-belief gave her the courage to stand up for what was right. Today, she is an inspiration to millions around the world. Her story teaches us that when we have confidence in ourselves, we can create change, no matter how difficult the situation may be. Self-belief is important in everyday life as well. A student preparing for exams must believe that they can succeed, otherwise they may lose motivation and not study properly. An athlete competing in a race must trust their training and ability, otherwise they may lose confidence before the competition even begins. A person starting a new business must have faith in their idea, otherwise they may give up too soon. In every aspect of life, belief in ourselves is the foundation of success. However, self-belief does not mean ignoring our weaknesses or pretending that we are perfect. It means accepting ourselves as we are, improving where needed, and trusting that we have the ability to grow and achieve great things. It means pushing past our fears and not letting self-doubt stop us from trying. Even when things do not go as planned, self-belief keeps us moving forward instead of giving up. One way to strengthen self-belief is to focus on past achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Every time we overcome a challenge, we prove to ourselves that we are capable. Another way is to surround ourselves with positive influences, people who encourage us and remind us of our strengths. Avoiding negative self-talk and replacing it with encouraging words also helps build confidence. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," we should say, "I will try my best," and learn from the experience. Life is full of ups and downs, but the people who succeed are those who never stop believing in themselves. When we trust ourselves, we become more willing to take risks, explore new opportunities, and work harder for our dreams. The world will always have doubts and obstacles, but if we remain confident in our abilities, nothing can stop us from achieving greatness. True success begins with one simple step: believing in ourselves first. Success does not come to those who simply wait for the right time, the right opportunity, or the right circumstances. It comes to those who take action, make efforts, and push forward despite challenges. Many people dream of achieving great things, but only a few turn those dreams into reality. The difference between success and failure is not intelligence, luck, or resources. It is action. Those who act, even in small ways, move closer to their goals, while those who wait for the perfect moment often end up achieving nothing. Throughout history, every successful person has one thing in common: they took action. Consider the example of Thomas Edison. If he had waited for the perfect formula before experimenting with the light bulb, he would never have invented it. Instead, He conducted thousands of experiments, failing repeatedly but learning from each mistake. His success was not due to waiting. It was the result of continuous action. Another great example is Elon Musk. He did not wait for someone else to develop electric cars or space travel. Instead, he took risks, worked hard, and built Tesla and SpaceX. He faced criticism, financial struggles, and setbacks, but he kept moving forward. If he had waited for everything to be perfect, he would never have achieved what he has today. His story proves that action, not waiting, leads to success. In everyday life, we see this principle at work. A student who wants to get good grades cannot simply wait for intelligence to come to them. They must study, practice, and prepare. A person who wants to be fit cannot wait for motivation to magically appear. They must start exercising even when they do not feel like it. A businessman who wants to be successful cannot wait for the perfect time to start. He must take the first step and improve along the way. Many people delay action because they fear failure. They think, what if I make a mistake? Or what if things do not work out? But the truth is, failure is a part of success. Every mistake teaches something valuable. If we wait to be completely ready before starting, we will never start at all. Action, even if imperfect, is always better than inaction. Another common excuse for not taking action is waiting for inspiration. Some people think they need to feel motivated before they start working on their goals. However, motivation often comes after action, not before it. When we take the first step, no matter how small, it creates momentum, and that momentum leads to motivation. For example, a writer who wants to write a book may feel uninspired at first, but if they start writing a few sentences every day, they will eventually develop the motivation to continue. Success is not a single big achievement, but a series of small actions taken consistently over time. If we take action daily, no matter how small, we make progress. Over time, these small efforts add up and lead to great results. The key is to start and keep moving forward even when things seem uncertain. Life will never give the perfect moment to start. The conditions will never be 100% ideal. Those who succeed are the ones who take action despite uncertainty. They do not wait for opportunities, they create them. They do not let fear stop them, they push through it. They do not sit and wish for success, they work for it. The lesson is simple. Action creates success, not waiting. If we want to achieve something, we must start now. Take the first step and keep moving forward. Every great journey begins with action. The sooner we start, the sooner we succeed.